Hey there, good morning. It's Meteorologist Julia Kwedi. Right now, we have a bit of a update in our forecast. Of course, we do know that both tomorrow and on Monday morning are going to be weather impact alert days just due to this Arctic blast that's going to push into our region, giving us some very frigid temperatures and wind chill values around the teens and as low as single digits, particularly on your Monday morning. So I just want to give you an update on that forecast in terms of how it's shaping out to look like for us in terms of what we can expect both on your Sunday and your Monday. Of course, today on Saturday is going to be our nicest day of this weekend where temperatures are going to increase, reaching towards near average or maybe slightly above average high temperatures by this afternoon. Really the type of weather where you want to go out and enjoy it before those frigid conditions descend upon us here in East Tennessee, but also the type of weather that you want to take advantage of these nice conditions that we're going to have in the forecast today to prepare for what is to come on your Sunday morning, as well as on your Monday morning as well. Right now, taking a look at our downtown cam over in downtown Knoxville. Started out with some pretty thick, heavy blanketed cloud cover in the forecast. Now starting to dissipate a little bit, allowing for some subtle glimpses of the blue sky and some sunshine that's going to mix in, allowing for our temperatures to increase by this afternoon. But let's go ahead and get into what's going to happen for us on Sunday and Monday, leading towards these frigid conditions that we're going to have in our area. Taking a look at your jet stream, you can see how we have a very heavy dip of a strong area of cold air associated with this cold front that's going to pass through our region. That's going to dip across our area here, and that's what's going to push those colder Arctic conditions into our forecast. Is going to cause us to have to deal with the type of conditions that we've been telling you about for at least the past day or two in terms of what's going to happen for us in our region. Looking at futurecast, the same cold front's also going to offer the opportunity to maybe see a little bit of some wintry precip across East Tennessee. Not really so much on the size of, and I should say, accumulation. That's really just going to be primarily regulated towards the higher elevations. Plateau and valley communities, not really going to see too much of any accumulation, really just maybe a few flurries across our, wrong graphic there. I think that's actually popping up for me. This showing for today is actually again for Sunday into your, your Sunday there. Actually, this is still the wrong graphic. That doesn't want to show the right information for me. Excuse me here. So I hopefully can get the right one to pull up for me to show the snowfall amounts that we're expecting for the higher elevation. Again, not so much for the plateau or valley communities. There we go. So again, for the higher elevations with this cold front that's going to pass through the region, those are going to be the areas nearby the Smokies, really just above 3,000 feet, that are going to see those potential snowfall accumulations going upwards to 1 inch or maybe up to 3 inches. But for our valley and plateau communities, maybe a dusting, maybe a sighting, a few flurries, but nothing truly substantial in terms of snowfall amounts to be anticipated for other areas across East Tennessee besides, again, the higher elevation and just primarily above 3,000 feet. So again, it's not really even going to be the snowfall that's going to be the tricky situation in terms of our forecast for why we're going to have weather impact alert days again on your Sunday, carrying on over into your Monday morning. It's going to be those frigid cold temperatures coming into our region beginning tonight into your Sunday morning. We're going to see bitterly cold air temperatures and accompanied along with that very low wind chill values, and that's what's going to cause a concern that's been somewhat amplified in terms of us wanting to set up these weather impact alert days again for your Sunday and Monday just because of how cold our temperatures will be. We'll see that our wind chill values, that's going to be how it feels to your body in terms of how the wind is interacting with the already cold air. On Sunday, we expect those to be as low as the teens, but on Monday, as low as the single digits. So again, I think it's very self-explanatory in terms of why we need these weather impact alert days again set for your Sunday through Monday morning. And of course the needs, although this might seem a bit obvious as well, you just want to make sure you're ready to dress very warmly, especially on your Monday morning for your Monday morning commute, and also make sure that you're ready to use some safe heating sources to make sure you keep both you and your families warm, especially in the midst of these very bitterly cold conditions, because this is the type of weather where if you're not careful, if you're not dressed warm enough and you're spending too much time outdoors, hypothermia is a very real reaction that your body can have because you're into bitterly cold temperatures, not allowing your body to warm up enough. And again, looking at our forecast lows tonight, that's going to translate into the temperatures that we'll be waking up to on our Sunday morning. They'll be varying into the teens or into the 20s, so well below freezing. You can expect, of course, that frost is going to accumulate on your windshields as they did this morning. And this morning we were only having temperatures into the upper 20s to low 30s, so if we are well below that on our Sunday morning, definitely can expect some frost building up on some grass and as well on our windshields as we head out the door for your Sunday morning. So you may want to have that scrubber ready, especially if you plan on heading out to church on your Sunday. And looking at our forecast lows for tomorrow night into your Monday morning. So this is Sunday night into Monday morning. This is how low our forecast low temperatures, otherwise known as our air temperatures, will be, varying from the single digits or maybe increasing a bit more into the teens across most of our neighborhoods here in East Tennessee. So you can see the progression in terms of how our temperatures already will be well below the freezing point on our Sunday night. So we'll see that progression into those even colder temperatures ahead for us on our Monday morning. So again, this is the reason primarily why we're going to have these weather impact alert days set for our Sunday into our Monday, just because our air temperatures will already be cold enough. But once you factor in those gusty winds, they'll be coming in gusting upwards to maybe 19 to 20 miles an hour early in the morning on your Sunday, and those same conditions will be ahead for us on our Monday as well. That's what causes our wind chill values to drop significantly below where our air temperatures will be standing. So looking right now at our wind chill trend on Sunday, again in the teens all throughout the morning, even heading towards the afternoon, it's not going to really feel above 20 or so degrees across some of our neighborhoods. So again, really want to make sure you're bundled up and just prepared to not spend too much time outdoors on your Sunday, and definitely not on your Monday as we look ahead as we're starting our day and heading out the door, getting the kids out the door on Monday. We are going to be feeling like the single digits. So again, not to beat a dead horse here, but just really trying to place emphasis on just how cold the air is going to be on Sunday and for sure on Monday from this Arctic blast and from these gusty winds that will pick up and cause our feel like temperatures to feel even colder in comparison to where our air temperatures will be sitting. Now, again, thankfully today, it's going to be our nice day. So you want to take advantage of it, maybe spend some time outdoors, maybe go on a walk, and again, definitely take advantage of these conditions to prepare for what is to come on Sunday and Monday. Right now, heading out the door on your Saturday morning, temperatures slowly increasing, now sitting into those mid-30s, maybe approaching those lower 40s across some of our plateau communities right now. But looking ahead towards this afternoon, absolutely gorgeous weather in store for us here in East Tennessee, as our temperatures again are going to increase towards those lower 50s and maybe even knock on the door a bit towards those mid-50s. So we could be in store for slightly above average high temperatures in the forecast for us today on our Saturday, before we start to see that eventual dip with that cold front passing through late tonight into your Sunday morning, causing our temperatures again to really fall for us and make things feel a bit uncomfortable as we wake up and start our day on Sunday morning. Now, again, these are type of weather conditions today that you definitely want to take advantage of to prepare for what is to come on Sunday and Monday. So here's a couple cold weather safety tips that you may want to take advantage of to make sure you keep yourself and those around you safe. First, you want to make sure, again, like I keep on harping on, dressing in layers ahead for you tomorrow and on your Monday, and maybe avoid spending too much time outdoors because, like I stated earlier, the type of weather conditions and just how cold our air temperatures and wind chill values would be, spending too much time outdoors could be dangerous in terms of causing hypothermia or maybe even just frostbite on your fingertips or other appendages. So also for your pets, you want to make sure you bring them inside and provide them some warm shelter, because just like these type of weather is going to be too cold for our bodies to spend too much time in, it's going to be the same for theirs. So you definitely want to make sure you keep that in mind. Also for your plants, if you can bring them indoors, I encourage you to do that, but they have to stay outdoors. Just make sure you cover them up, especially if they're sensitive to humongous and significant drops in temperatures like we are going to experience on our Sunday and on our Monday. Also very important, your pipes. Make sure to insulate and to wrap any exposed pipes, because this is the type of weather too where pipes, I should say, could burst and pop. So you want to make sure that you can prepare yourself in that sense to not allow that to happen by covering up any exposed pipes around your home. Also, you want to practice fire safety and use safe heating sources and keeping yourself warm, but also in a safe manner that doesn't cause any issues in terms of your safety or the safety of those around you. So again, thankfully, this cold blast isn't going to stick around our forecast forever. It's just going to be primarily just the beginning of our work week. Just going to stick around for our Sunday and Monday morning, increasing towards those 30s by the afternoon, and then again, we'll start to see a bit of a takeover with a warming trend returning back to our forecast, slowly climbing back up to above average temperatures by our Wednesday and certainly by our Thursday, reaching into the lower 60s. Also, the potential we could see another system arrive, giving us more rain chances as we look ahead towards the end of our work week this upcoming week. So again, we just got to get through this bit of a frosty type weather that we're having a forecast again on your Sunday and Monday morning, I should say. And we'll continue to keep you updated on any more extra details we could get about the system in terms of what other impacts we could see here in East Tennessee. Also, other thing I want to make note of before I let you guys go is the fact that we do have some cold weather advisories already issued to go into place for Cumberland and Fentress counties. So I wanted to show you that just very quick before I let you go, as again, that is currently in place or has been issued, and it will go into effect at 12 at midnight tonight, so midnight on your Sunday and carrying on over into 12 in the afternoon on your Sunday as well. That's just going to be due to how cold our wind chill values will feel to the body, as low or as close to zero specifically in Fentress and Cumberland counties. If I can find this graphic here, hopefully I can show it to you in terms of, again, with that cold weather advisory that has already been issued to go into effect. Here it is, so we can pop it up on the screen behind me. And there it is. Like I mentioned, going into effect at midnight on Sunday and then carry on over until the afternoon, noon on the dot on your Sunday, with those wind chill values near zero in Fentress and Cumberland counties. So it is very realistic in my train of thought that we could maybe see some of that extended to other counties here in East Tennessee, just depending on how cold and how low other surrounding areas wind chill values could fall. We could see other areas and neighborhoods accounted into that same cold weather advisory. Right now, again, it's just including Cumberland and Fentress counties beginning at midnight tonight for your Sunday, carrying on over into lunchtime on your Sunday as well, just because those wind chill values falling near zero. So again, just give you more updates as we have them, as we start to prepare and get ready for our weather impact alert days again, beginning on your Sunday tomorrow and lasting until Monday morning. We'll give you more updates as we have them and keep you prepared for what you need to know with this cold Arctic blast arriving late tonight into your Sunday morning. Have a great day. Thank you.